Hey, 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 what's up, Collective 11? It's Neish, and this is Truthfully Tarot. All right, how y'all doing today? Oh my God, I'm here. I'm alive. I'm living. I'm breathing. I'm slowly stepping into my purpose. It's scary as fuck, but here we are. You are Collective 11, whether you resonate with this reading or not. You're on it, you're watching it, you're engaging, hopefully. Say hi. I have my little emoji message at the corner. So if you feel like that emoji message resonates with you, send me some emojis in the comments or speak to me in emoji via the chat. All right, collective number 11. So I had already started shuffling, and the Eight of Wands came out as the first card. Already that lets me know some of you guys are in a place of transition or shifting or changing in your life. It could also be communication as well. Eight of Wands, shifting. Then we have the Seven of Swords. Ooh, baby, we got the Justice. And then we have Death. Okay, two major arcana in the middle. All right, I'm getting into this live shuffling situation. King of Cups. Okay. Somebody's going through a massive transformation regarding their emotions. Someone's really shifting their energy, like massively shifting their energy right now. The Sun for the third row. Collective 11. Hermit, a lot of major arcana energy. Okay. This is really a collective that's giving deep change, deep transformation. Bottom deck is Two of Cups. So this could be initiated from a connection of some sort, or it has to do with a connection of some sort. Again, Two of Cups is Libra energy, and Libra is agreements, negotiations, relationships, business partnerships, contracts, that kind of thing. So don't just assume that it's romantic if you're thinking that it may just be romantic. It could be a different type of relationship in your life. Anyway, there seems to be a shift right now off the front. The Eight of Wands here. Eight of Wands is fast moving energy. You see this person, they're on the motorcycle. They're getting from one place to another. So like I said, you could be in the middle of a transition. You could be traveling. You could be in between places, in between jobs. You're just kind of in a space of transition right now. I think also, you could also personally be in the middle of like a transformation of the self. You could be an Aquarius rising. You don't have to be. I only say that because Pluto is entering into their first house, and Pluto is the sign of death and resurrection, right? So we have death right in the middle of the reading. And so that's why I'm saying this could apply to Aquarius risings, just because that energy is hitting your most personal personal part of your chart. Your ascendant, your first house represents you. And so for Pluto to be entering, I'm about to re-enter into your first house, that is deep transformation of self, deep transformation of behaviors, of how you exist and show up in the world. Like something about who you are, how you present, or how you relate to the world is fundamentally changing and transforming, especially with the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Cups. It feels like with the Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups, like there is, yes, transformation, yes, shifting, yes, changing, but it's going from an energy, the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Swords is someone who cannot make up their mind. It's someone who has a lot of options, someone who likes to play the field, someone who likes to juggle multiple things, maybe someone who's not particularly honest about everything that's happening in their life. There is like an energy here with the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Cups, even of not being, maybe having been deceived recently, or been a part of something that you didn't have a lot of clarity around. And so there's like a shift because of that. Someone could have lied to you of something like that. Like that's kind of the energy in this right here. But for some of you, it's just like you shifting your behaviors, you shifting your self-concept, how you show up in the world, that type of thing. And again, it could be connected to a relationship. And this relationship could either be undergoing a deep transformation if that person is still a part of your life, or the relationship is ended because death is here and their connection to your life kind of, like either propelled that shift to change because you were already on that track, or they initiated a change in you, like a perspective shift in you. Um, yeah, it feels like some of you guys could be afraid of something, running from something, with the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Swords, like avoiding something here, right? So in the middle row, we have Justice, and we have Death, and then we have the King of Cups. It feels like either you are undergoing like an emotional transformation. Like, I don't know what happened, what has ended in your life, or what has shifted, or what is deeply changing, but it is affecting your emotional maturity, and it's affecting like how you process how you feel and how you have processed how you feel. Especially with Justice here. Justice is, again, it's Libra energy. So Libra energy twice so far in this reading. Um, Libra is about justice. It's about doing the right thing. It's about making a situation right. It's about receiving justice for something that has been done wrong, especially if you are part of the collective 11 that has got were deceived recently, or someone tricked you, or someone stole something, or someone cheated you, or something like that, and maybe that caused like a shift in your situation. But either way, if that is the case, like justice is coming, or if you're in like some type of court case, it feels like it's gonna go in. It feels like it's gonna go in your way, but maybe not in the way that you think it is. Either way, there is deep transformation to the emotional self. There is a deep shifting and changing and restructuring. Um, and I think for those that collective 11 applies to, this shifting, this change, this transformation, this in between period where maybe you've lost something and you want to regain it, or you want to make something right, or your emotions about a situation is adjusting and balancing out, like your emotions about an ending is balancing out. That could be also indicated here as well. It's caused you to realize a lot about yourself with the Hermit and the Sun. It's this realization about yourself, this realization about your circumstance. You could be the kind of person that, this is a small amount of you that could be checking up or like obsessively thinking about someone. It feels like this realization, this revelation that you have allows you to kind of close the laptop, kind of close the phone, get out of the app, and just kind of really focus on yourself. Like, it feels like my collective 11 has gone through something that has shifted the dynamic in their life. It could have caused an ending. It could have been some type of injustice that has happened to you, both relationally, could be work related as well. And it really caused you to have to grow up and mature emotionally in a way that maybe you were a bit naive before this circumstance happened. And, at the end of the deck, it is the Two of Pentacles, meaning like maybe you haven't, because you're in this transition, you haven't quite landed into the new beginning, right? It feels like something has ended in your life, you're dealing with something, and you're in the middle of the transition right now. For collective 11, you're in the middle of the transition right now. Like, nothing feels set in stone, nothing feels quite stable about what's going on in your life, and you're wanting to find some sense of stability. You're wanting to find some sense of just groundedness, but it does feel like you've really realized some things about yourself and about the situation and about this connective connection that is like causing this shift in a positive direction. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely, it feels like your fortune is shifting. Like, if you experience something negative or some like bad luck recently, like I feel like the energy is shifting. It feels like the energy is shifting over your life right now. And it's like, before, all you could see was the negative thing that happened. Like, all you could see was like the deceit, or what was said, or the lies, or whatever happened, right? That's a past situation. Like, that's all you could see. And that's kind of where your mind was. But it feels like you're going through a transformation process. Like, that old self, that old you that experienced that thing, you're transforming. And I feel like you allowing yourself to go through this process, this death and rebirth, that's a part of your karma and a part of your justice. But also, it feels like you allowing what happened to change you in a positive way is like almost shifting the scales. Like, it's almost like whoever was involved in the situation, it like balances the scales. I don't know how to like communicate that, but it's like you allowing the true work of healing to happen to you and this transformation to happen to you because of what happened, this transition that you're in right now. I feel like you allowing yourself to go through that process and get this revelation, this clarity on who you are and what you want and on the situation allows you to not only balance out emotionally, because some of you, the situation could have had you really imbalanced, really just like the situation could have really had you. You know what I'm saying? And it feels like this realization helps you balance out emotionally. It helps you balance out your energy. It helps you balance out. I will say this, if someone like was on some bullshit, like they're going to get their justice. They're going to receive, look, victory. 6 of Wands. You are the one that's victorious. You are the one that comes out of this situation stronger, better, wiser, and more resilient. Like you win. Like it doesn't feel like you won because there was a loss associated with everything that happened and it forced you into this transition period. Like, and it really had you emotionally unbalanced. But I'm telling you, you come out of this situation better than everyone else involved. You come out the winner. You come out changed. You come out transformed with the death here. You come out with greater awareness of who you are and what you want and like how you want to move forward in your life. And that's the thing about karma is that we can't always see how it plays out and how it works in other people's lives. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. Because you know, when things happen to us by our own volition or not, like in deceit or some type of like injustice or unfair shit is involved, you like never really know if you let go and move on if that does anything, right? But I really do believe with justice here, death and the 6 of Wands, like you're coming out on top. You're the winner here. And again, it may not seem like it. It may not seem like it, like you're the winner, but you are. Anything else for Collective 11 regarding this? The Hierophant. Again, this could be a connection. This also could be a work situation with the Hierophant here. This could be a work situation for some of you guys. Work situation or some type of a situation where there was some type of power imbalance. You know, where there's a superior, inferior, employee, boss, teacher, student, you know, like that kind of, it could have been something around that. This is for some of you guys, not all of you. Look, the Fool and the 5 of Wands. I'm telling you, you come out of this conflict on top. Bottom deck, 10 of Cups. Whatever happened, you're going to look back and you're going to feel gratitude. You're going to look back and you're going to be like, it did not make sense at the time why everything happened the way that happened, why they did what they did. But I promise you, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, I was protected. I was protected. And not only was I protected, like I'm in a better situation than what I could have been if that didn't happen. Also, the internal conflict about the situation goes away. Like it feels like you have this new beginning. Because again, you're in transition right now with the 8 of Wands. You're in between. You know what I'm saying? That feeling of being at an airport, right? You're not at your destination, but you're not where you started. Like you're definitely in the middle of transition. But it feels like this new beginning, this new shifting where you're headed is above the conflict. It's above what happens. And if there's been internal conflict regarding the situation, it feels like that begins to lessen. And you begin to see the purpose behind it all. You begin to see the purpose behind it all. Y'all see my little emoji message? If my little emoji message resonate with you, give me some emojis back. We can speak a language, an emoji language. Anyway, but yeah, I feel like you come out on top. Let's go to the Moonology deck. Let's see what the Moonology deck got to say. Maybe we get some signs out here as well. Yeah. I'm excited because it does feel like you've reached some type of balance, though, with the 2 of Pentacles being the last card. This realization with the Sun, this understanding that you get It helps you balance out the situation. I feel like there's also a part of the situation where there was a lot you didn't see and you didn't know as well. Emotions are running high. And then the energy is gaining momentum. And I feel like the energy is gaining momentum is about this new beginning. It's about this shift and this transition that you're in. And it's like emotions are running high because it's like, that's the thing about being in transition. You don't always know where you're going to land. And so there's like anxiety because like, look, hold your vision. Hold your vision. You got this. You got this. Collective 11, you got this. Whatever you've been through this year, whatever you've been through this year, I'm telling you, it's making you stronger, it's making you wiser, and you come out on top. And emotions are running high because it's like processing all of that, all of those feelings, everything that happened, making peace, you allowing this thing to change you and make you better, you not allowing the situation to destroy you, you doing the work, the shadow work, you balancing out your emotions. A time for healing. Absolutely. A time for healing. Expect powerful change. Absolutely. Expect powerful change. The scales are moving in your favor. The wheel, I guess, the wheel of fortune, the wheel is moving in your favor. And it's because you allowed yourself to make this situation make you better. Because you allowed this situation to mature you. Because you allowed this situation to, as hard as it was, like, you allowed it to, like, fucking make you more mature, make you better. I almost feel like whatever happened to you course corrected you. It course corrected you. I don't know where you were going before, or what avenue or whatever this is, but it feels like this ending, whatever happened, it's to course correct you. It's to get you in greater alignment, especially with justice here, the Sun and the Hermit. It's almost like, you could have been feeling or sensing in your life for the past couple of months or even the past year that like something, like there's something great, something big on the inside of you, something that needs to be out. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this situation, all this transition that you're in is allowing some things to come to the surface. All these change came out. All these changes. It's like putting you back on your toes, putting you back on your feet. It's like almost making your discernment stronger too, because now you have to look at people differently. Now you have to look at situations differently. Now you have to have more discernment. Now you have to look at people's actions and believe it the first fucking time. Now you can't listen to the things that people say because people talk shit, but their actions speak the truth. Now, you know what I'm saying? It like trains your discernment. Look, let me tell you, before these live streams, I just intuitively like create an emoji message. I don't know what the reading is about when I make the emoji message. And I felt trained and I heard choo choo when I started asking spirit, what was the message for this collective? And I got the train in the eye. This situation has trained your discernment. You look at people differently now. You look at situations differently now because of what happened to you. And the part of that is like sad because you're like, want to believe the best about people, especially if you have Pisces placements. But the truth is, sometimes it be the people closest to you that's ready to screw you over. And that's not the case with all people, but it feels like whatever happened to you that pushed you into this transformation, that forced you to have to mature, that made you see things differently, that, you're ultimately getting the victory in. Like it's a time for healing and changes and realignment. Knowledge. You know more now. You know more now. You have more wisdom now. And sometimes the cost of knowledge is really painful. The truth, look, this is called Truthfully Tarot. And sometimes the truth fucking hurts, bitch. Release blocks. Release blocks. Sometimes the truth hurt. Look at this. Clear your energy. Release blocks. Clear your energy. Stay in integrity, take the lead. And then the bottom deck energy is the past. I feel like stay in integrity and take the lead is you going like, I'm not going to let this circumstance and situation get me out of character. I'm not going to let what such and such did or what such and such said. I'm not going to let me get me out of character. I'm not going to let it get me out of alignment. I'm not going to lower myself and get on these other people's level. I'm not going to do that. I'm the one that's in control of my life. I'm the one that runs shit over here. Nobody else is running shit over here. Okay. I know who the fuck I really am. And even though these changes, expect powerful changes are like difficult and to navigate and it's a struggle, it's allowing you to release blocks, clear energy, and see people as they really are. Because the energy is gaining momentum over your life, babe. You have a new beginning where you leave the drama and the conflict behind. You have a new beginning where you leave the conflict and the drama behind. Expect powerful change. Expect increasing your discernment and your ability to know when people are lying to you and believe it the first time. And this is not being paranoid, but this is just like learning. It's so funny because when I was pre-shuffling, I was like, Spirit, what's the energy? And the swords suit came up, like the Queen of Swords came up, like sword energy came up. And in the first row, we had 7 of Swords. And to me, swords are about conflict. They are about communication. It's air energy, conflict of the mind, conflict of the words, writing down, that type of thing. Like the nature of a sword is quite martial, right? Martial meaning Mars, Aries, Scorpio, and Mars likes to attack. Mars is the god of war. So when you're dealing with swords, you're dealing fundamentally with conflict energy, right? And just like when you deal with pentacles, you're dealing with fundamentally practical, real, physical things. And so I really do feel like for my collective number 11, whatever you've been through, I just want to applaud you for allowing this to make you stronger and not make you bitter. For allowing this to put you on that self-reflection journey, allowing you to see yourself and see the situation clear, like for owning your part and for maturing emotionally. Because honestly, I'm telling you now, what you don't see is that you are the one that has come out of this situation on top. And I don't know if you see that right now because of, again, everything that happened and you still processing maybe what happened and the loss and whatever. You don't see that you are the one who is the victorious one out of this situation. And changes are coming as you continue to release energy, let go of the past. Let go of the past, lean into your support group, your friends, the people who love you, the people who see you, the people who support you. And you continue to balance out your life because stability and a new beginning is coming to you. All right, collective 11, that's it. I'm probably about to do another one, honestly, collective 12 in a couple minutes. So stay tuned. Let's see if message number 12 applies to you. All right, see you guys.